Wendy Osefo is fired. Joe Gorga is ready to sit down with Teresa. Giudice. Craig Conover is bringing us a new book. Everyone is looking to get into Taylor Swift wedding, and Kylie Jenner is dropping a new album. This and much more. Welcome to Pop Smack. Hello, everybody, troop. Welcome back. I'm your host, Andy Shademan, and welcome to another day full of tea. And this is a beautiful Tuesday. We are moving along the week, and girl, there are so much tea to spill today. Like what I said in the intro is not even the beginning of all the tea that we had to spill. So I hope that you are sitting down, bringing your warm, hot tea or coffee or whatever, and you are ready to gossip all the way with me. I want to welcome every single one of you. If you are new here, welcome to BEVERLY Troop, where I keep it real and I mention it all. And if you are coming here from my old YouTube channel, welcome home. You found the new right place, okay? And if you have not done it yet, don't forget to subscribe, and hit that notification bell. All right, guys. So there is a lot of tea from the Bravo verse and from the pop culture street. So today I'm gonna do a mix. Like I'm not gonna go. Usually I do first one, then the other. Not today. I'm just gonna go with whatever pops up in my notes, and I'm just gonna be mixing it out because why not? Am I right? Okay, so let's start talking about the royal family, girl. So as you know, Meghan Markle got canceled a couple of days ago. No, some days ago. With the whole putting her feet up inside of the limo. I don't know how many blocks close to the place that Princess Diana died. Right? To be very honest with you, and I am not a Meghan Markle lover, but canceling someone for doing something so stupid, I think it is the dumbest thing that I have probably heard. Okay, I'm like, at this point, Meghan Markle should not even be in Paris because everyone is going to be like, how is she breathing in the same city that Princess Diana died? But anyways, the backlash was like insane. People were acting like she literally stopped the limo in the place that the car crashed and stood down and spit in the floor. Literally, like people were going being so out of control. But anyways, now we have reports that Prince Harry is actually very hurt and angry at all of the people who gave backlash to Meghan Markle for something so dumb, especially people from like not the royal family, but like adjacent people or like friends that they know about that they have participated somehow into this backlash. To be very honest with you, I will be doing the same. I'm like, it is not that deep. Like, why are you even talking about this? Is it because they are threatened that, he finally spoke with King Charles? King Charles apparently is ready to forgive and forget, Like, what is really going to be happening over here? But, anyways, it says over here that Prince Harry is very hurt, and that he does not understand why certain people will, create such a buzz through something so stupid. So I agree. I mean, on this one, I have to give it to Prince Harry. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Now, let's talk about a big one, okay? So as you know, Taylor Swift is getting married. Okay, the reports are saying that she wants to get married kind of fast, possibly at the beginning of 2026. We're talking maybe February, March. That's the tentative date that she will really like to do it. However, right now she is focusing on promoting, her latest album, The Last Showgirl. Right. Well, apparently that is not stopping Hollywood to go crazy over the wedding because the talk of the town is that absolutely every single agent, manager, publicist, like housekeeper, I have no idea, is trying to get an invitation for their clients. Apparently This is going to be the wedding of the century, and it's being said that it's really gonna mark who is who in Hollywood. Like, if you get an invitation to the Taylor Swift wedding, then you made it. Like, you are part of Hollywood. But if you didn't, girl, block me and don't talk to me ever again. I mean, I'm gonna be expecting, my invitation to Taylor Swift wedding, giving that my invitation to Selena Gomez wedding got lost in the mail. So I'm hoping that Taylor Swift is not gonna be making the same mistake, girl. So please send me the invitation. But yes, anyways, according to Radar Online, everyone is in high alert, expecting or finding a way to be invited, and this is also coming from the fact that Taylor Swift said on an interview that she will be inviting absolutely everyone that has said basically hello to her in her life. So it's saying that it's becoming a great dividing line that will definitely define who is cool and who is on the scrap head. Now, for now, they're saying that the only people that for sure will be getting invitations, of course, are their close pals, like Selena Gomez, Gigi Hadid, Cara Delevingne, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, Margaret Qualley, and of course, Sabrina Carpenter. But now we're gonna have to wait and see who is gonna be getting. I think that, I mean, at this point, because Taylor said, I do not want to keep this a secret. I am not gonna be doing this like Selena Gomez. I am not gonna be like, oh, don't take pictures of my venue. She doesn't give a shit. So I'm guessing she's probably gonna be making a whole spectacle. I'm expecting helicopters, paparazzis, red carpet, like this is going to be like the Oscars, the Met Gala, like it's going to be crazy. So I mean, this is going to be the event of 2026, if not the event of this decade, right? So, anyways, let's wait and see. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you expecting an invitation from Miss Taylor Swift? Now, another couple that is taking like people by surprise. Girl, they are saying, listen to this. This is insane. That apparently Jennifer Lopez might be getting back with Ben Affleck. Yes, you hear that right. After the messy divorce, after the fighting, after the let's see what we're gonna do with our $70 million mansion, apparently they are trying to work things out. Girl, can someone give Jennifer Lopez like a diamond? Like maybe she needs to be on a Real Housewife or something because we need to know what is happening over here, okay? So it says over here that although the pair just finalized their divorce a few months ago, their chemistry on the red carpet was undeniable. And a source spoke to a media outlet to dish on what is going on. And they said it's complicated. They have fallen back into it. Not that they ever really fell out of it. They never cut each other out of their lives. They do seem to be together, but in a very on and off complicated way. They spend a lot of time with each other and with the kids together. If you ask their teams, the line is they are very good friends and want to be in each other's lives as a big family with the kids. At the time of working on the set of their new movie, Kiss of the Spider Woman, they were splitting up but still working together every day and sleeping together and fighting. So it's quite an intense association for them. Then, when filming stopped, obviously Ben was still working on it post production. He's absolutely gushing over her performance in it. He thinks she was really incredible, and they both said working together on this was an amazing experience. This is her crowning glory movie, and they have been spending a lot of time together working on the publicity these past few weeks. It's the kind of blah. It's hard to imagine. She hasn't had the opportunity. Whatever. Anyways, I I don't know. Look, yes, I saw them on the red carpet of the movie, the flopping movie, but I saw them on the red carpet. And yes, the thing is like they do look good together. But at the end of the day, like I said before, this is not about love. It's very clear that they love each other, but they do not want to change for the other one, and they are expecting very different things from life. So unless Ben Affleck out of nowhere want to be part of the show business 100% again, or Jennifer Lopez decided to retire and go and live a quiet life with Ben, then they're going to be on the same situation. Okay, if I mean, if I would, to be very honest, I will tell Jennifer, girl, get back with Ben, stay away from the cameras, movies, documentaries, tours, music, everything for a couple years, and maybe it could work out. I mean, you literally spent $20 million doing a documentary about how Ben Affleck was the love of your life. So, girl, you know what I mean? But we'll see. What do you think, guys? Do you think that they should get back together? Let me know in the comment below. All right. Girl, there are whispers. This is very allegedly, and there are whispers going around, and I actually have reached out to a couple people that Bravo is in talks or might be in talks to unpause Real Housewives of Dubai. hmm Girl. So I heard that there are conversations being held about the possibility of filming a third season for the Real Housewife of Dubai, given that people actually liked it. But is this going to be the time where Bravo is really gonna spend the time and the energy that it requires? Because look, if you watch it, you know it. Real Houses of Dubai was not bad. It was actually really good. But Bravo did not give it the love that they deserve. They let them flop. Girl, season 2 was amazing, you know? And I believe that they deserve a third season. But girl, from season 1 till season 2, it was almost a year and a half. How are you gonna wait all of that time for a show that just premiered? Girl, you should be giving us like less than a year between one season and the other, especially at the beginning, Like 10 months or something like that. Like keep us, interest into the whole thing. Now, I love my girls of Dubai. If you have been with me for a while, you know that I love them. I am friends with like many of them. I think they are amazing. Caroline Stanbury, Caroline Brooke, Chanel Ayan, Sarah Al Madani, Nina Ali, Taline. Like, girl, I love these girls. I love them. You know, and I think the cast is really really perfect. But Bravo needs to do better. You need to do better. However, and I'm telling you this as because this is just whispers. I think that this is just happening in the back room, and I think conversations are just starting to happen in Bravo. Um, because I reach out to people in Dubai, and I can tell you that some of the cast members have not heard anything about this. So when I reach to other sources that I have, inside of the big house, I think it's just conversations. I think they're just starting to explore the idea and see how this will look like. I don't know if this will be something for 2026. I think we're gonna have to wait and see, but maybe 2027. I don't know. What do you guys think? Would you like to see um, Dubai back, and who would you like to be in a new season of the Real Houses of Dubai? Let me know in the comment below. All right, guys. Now, Kyle Jenner, yes, Kyle Jenner did her debut as a singer. Yes, she dropped a single. You hear that right. So, um, let's say that I think that when you have money, you can do whatever you want and you can sound any way you want to sound. I hear the song. It's really not a bad song. It's not the best song in the world, but it's not a bad song. Kylie said, fourth strike, Terror Junior feat King Kylie, out now everywhere. What is happening? There was a little rumor 10 years ago that I was the one actually singing on three strikes. That was the old song. It wasn't me. Wish it was. So I had the idea to come together for fourth strike, and it will actually be me feature. Terror Jr., thank you for making another perfect song and for trusting me to actually feature on this. It was I was so nervous but so grateful. Cardi B, I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you for setting me up with such an amazing team. Blah 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 blah, and my baby blah 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 for supporting me and loving me. Go stream now. Links is in my story. So the song is called Four Strike, and it's kind of like hip hopish. Yes, I mean the song is not. It's really not a bad song. I mean, go and listen to it. I don't know if it's gonna be like shorting, and all of that, but maybe this is a new passion for her. I mean, look, Paris Hilton did a beautiful job with her latest album. Like it was perfection. I like that album, like Infinite Icon, was everything. I don't know if you heard. If you haven't, go and listen to Paris Hilton. Like every song is really, really good. Her concert has been amazing. So why not? Like if Kylie Jenner was to dip into this, why not? So, anyways, if you have heard it, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. All right, so let's talk a little bit about some Bravo things. Girl, where are my fans of Next Gen NYC? I have bad news for you. Girl, Ariana Bierman sadly announced today that she and her boyfriend Hudson have broken up. I'm like, what? They were perfect for each other. Although I wouldn't blame Hudson if this has something to do with the craziness of Ariana's family. Because it's a lot. But oh my god, they were so good together. Why? So Ariana posted this morning. It says Hudson and I have decided to go our separate ways. While these things are never easy, we both know it was best for us right now. We are so grateful for all of the love and support you have shown us over the years. Sometimes life take you in different directions, and that's okay. Love you all. Ariana, no. No, 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 no. That was the perfect man. He was hot, he was nice, and he was rich. Girl, where are we gonna find someone like this for her? Please don't follow your mom's steps. Please. Anyways, so sad. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Okay, from that. Actually, this one made me happy. Girl, I'm super bipolar today. Girl, Craig Conover from Southern Charm just announced that he will be dropping a new book, and not only a book, a cookbook. You hear that right? Craig Conover, I love this man. I love this man. But anyways, he really really wants to be the male Martha Stewart. He is dipping into household, he's dipping into cooking, and I bet that after this book, he's gonna be dropping some kind of cookware. But girl, I am so happy for him. Craig, congratulations. You are amazing. Please send me a copy of your book. And talking about amazing books, look what I just got in the mail. This is a PR package, and this is coming from Simon and Schuster, and they send me, guys, Miss Patricia's book. Okay, like if you haven't read this, I just started last night. I literally received it last night. It's called Eat, Drink, and Remarry, and it's the couple pages that I'm in. It honestly, it is really, 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 really good, guys. So I 100% recommend it. Go and get it. I probably will do like a small video when I finish because it's an easy read, and it's all about of like stories and her life and. Miss Patricia is Miss Patricia. I love Miss Patricia. This is one of the Bravo celebrities that I am dying to like really met and have a conversation at some point. So thank you so much, Miss Patricia. I was really not expecting this. So yeah, now we have this, and now we have Craig Conover with his new cookbook. So I'm very excited for him. Let me know what you guys think on the comments below. Now, someone who just got fired, girl, Wendy Osefo. Yeah, the scammer. You know what? I was thinking about something the other day that there is nothing worse for a community than when someone from your community, slips into the bad stereotypes. You know, I hate. I'm Colombian. For example, I'm Colombian. I hate when I see bad news coming from a Colombian person, related to like drugs or murder or whatever. I'm like, really, really, you have to do this to us, Or, you know, I'm a gay man. So every single time that I see something bad coming from a gay person, I'm like, we have to fight for so much. Are you really gonna put more shit on us? Now, the same thing I was thinking about this because Nigerians, their stereotypes is that they are scammers, and people really treat them bad sometimes because of that stereotype. And now we have Wendy Osefo and Eddie Osefo, and both of them are being accused of fraud. So they are scammers. And you know how much this is gonna hurt their community, the Nigerian community as well. It's like I can't, honestly. But anyways, Wendy is losing absolutely everything. She already lost a wife swap. She's very probably gonna be fired from the Real Housewives of Potomac, and now she got fired from her the university that she was teaching classes. Yes, the university say no more. Okay, and according to this, it says students in Osefo class were surprised at the news of her arrest. Someone said, I was literally writing her an email that morning. I found out, asking her about an assignment that was supposed to be due this week. Barry Sang said, I just finished grabbing lunch at USD then, and I ran into one of my classmates, and he was just like, Yo, did you see the news? I was like, What news? And he said, Our professor got arrested. I was like, What are you talking about? Because I just met her last week. And then he showed me an Instagram post saying she and her husband got arrested for fraud. I couldn't believe it. The class teaching assistant, Mariah Wilson, expressed similar thoughts. She says it was a shock having taken her class last fall. I didn't expect it, Wilson said. I hope she's well and will find out more once more news comes out. Sang reflect on Osefo's classroom style, saying, I just felt like she was pretty cool. Sang says she will crack jokes and stuff. However, not everyone is like having the same sentiment. Some of her co-workers are actually going around doing videos on TikTok saying how she was not a nice person to be around and how she was very dismissive and how she will get into like altercations with people and she was not very nice. Look, personally, I can only tell you I have only met personally Wendy once in my life, which was last year at Kathy Hilton's Christmas party. She was there, and we talked for a little bit. She was, I didn't find her to be dismissive or anything, but she definitely has an air, you know. I do believe that she thinks that she was like above everyone else. Like, you know, when they like, no, they're like very straight and they just like this all the time, and they have that looking down on everyone, you know, and like, mm, mm." You know, she was literally like that, you know, and I was like, ma'am, are you okay? Like, it's like, are you into your husband's products? Like, what is happening? You know, we talked a little bit, you know, and I told me and my husband, you know, we were like, oh, you know, we're huge fans. You are great on the show. You are doing amazing, you know. And she was like, oh, thank you so much. Yes, you know, like some of these girls are just like too much sometimes, like whatever. And I'm like, okay, you know. And we exchanged in a couple more, you know, sentences there, you know, and then she kind of left, right? So I didn't. I mean, it didn't left me a bad taste or anything, you know. I was very much like, okay, whatever, you know. Because Karen Huger was also there, and she was also like thinking that she was like the last Coke in the desert, you know? So I was like, okay, maybe it's not. Maybe everyone in Potomac is just like that, you know? Um, but I was just like, there is some, you know, I'm very perceptive, right? So I was like, there is something weird. Her energy was very weird, you know? And I was like, I wouldn't trust her, you know, like meeting her. Like I was like, okay, I could like talk to her, but I would definitely not trust her, you know. Well, I guess now we know why, right? Anyways, let me know if you are shocked about this news on the comments below. Now, talking about the Real Housewife of Potomac, there is another couple news. Ashley Darby actually just share a whole video about a situation that she's going through and how hard it is for her. She just lost her father, but her grieving is going in a very weird direction. So listen to her, and then we talk.
Me that my father had passed away. And if you saw, I believe it was season 5 of the show. I believe it was season 5. I tried to meet my dad. I've never met him, never spoken a word to him. We've had no conversation. And he's closed the door in my face. And today was his funeral. And I contemplated going almost to have my own sense of closure. But I've been traveling so much, and I really wanted to be with my own kids this weekend. I found out that I have siblings and all of the things that I had no idea about my father, I learned about in his obituary. It said that in the obituary that his greatest accomplishment was being a dad to his 2 sons. It stung a little bit, whatever, but you know, it's interesting how you can mourn and have some sort of grieving, a unique form of grieving for someone who you have no relationship with, right? Just blood relations, but no emotional connection. Like, that is so interesting. I guess what I ultimately surmise from this experience of my life at 37 is really learning to close a door. A door that was never opened, but also will never be opened. I think I've always held out some sort of hope that maybe, like, apparently my dad was in hospice, maybe prior to him passing, he would have this sudden wave of conscience, to be like, oh, let me at least, like, make amends or say something to my daughter, but nothing like that, you know. And it's just so weird. I really can't understand how any human being doesn't want to love their children or can't love a child, but it is what it is, and life will certainly go on. All right, have a great evening, babes. Okay, and also, you guys know I'm pretty superstitious. I'm very spiritual. I look at the signs. I'm very perceptive of those things. The day that I was leaving to go to New York, these black crows were circling my house, and they were all in my yard. And I called my mom. Well, I took a picture first, and then I called my mom, and I was like, Mom, why are all of these crows circling my house, up, sitting on my roof, circling up in the sky, in my yard? There were 4 crows in my yard. I've never experienced that. My mom informed me that my
As you can see, she's basically like very confused about it, and I kind of like understand her. My mom went through a similar situation. You know, her father or my grandfather left her when she was like 2 years old, and then they never really have a connection or anything. And then when he pass out, wait, what is it? Pass away. uh, she was also feeling like the same way. Like, I will get it. Like, you are grieving this person who, like, without that person you will not be in this world. But at the same time, it's like that person doesn't really have an emotional connection to you, right? So it's kind of like being like in a weird place in life, because are you supposed to forgive and forget, and then you are thinking there are so many things that I wish I would have told this person but I didn't. So I don't know. I think it's a very weird place to be. I'm just hope that she finds the closure that she needs. I mean, my personal advice will be: this man was never in your life. This man never give you anything, never gave you a birthday gift, never gave you uh, a hug, never like take care of you when you were sick. So you don't have to feel bad for it. You have to grieve it in the sense that, thank him for giving you life, and that's it. And then let it go. I don't know. If you have been through a similar situation, let me know what you guys did in the comments below. And last but not least, also from Potomac, we need to talk about Miss Stacy, because TMC is vindicating Stacy. Girl, if you are watching the show, last episode, you probably realized that everyone was giving her a hard time because it's like, bitch, you are not divorced. Where are the divorce papers? Where is the stamp? Where is the notary? Where is the divorce party? Like, what is going on, right? And they grill her. Then Stacy comes with receipts and show them and says like, look, this is my divorce papers. And Giselle is like, that is not real. That is fake. She did that on the internet. Like, blah, 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 right? Well, TMC is coming forward with the receipts, and they're saying she is divorced. Okay. So listen to this. According to legal documents obtained by TMC, Stacy and Thiemo divorced last year, and it says there was a final decree entered on the docket on December 16, although it remains under seal. The documents showed Thiemo filed for divorce in early December 2024, saying the couple married in Germany in September of 2007 and had been separated since August of 2023. He said they apparently hammered out a quick settlement, as there was no hope of possibility of a reconciliation between the parties. Stacy and Thiemo are now back together. That's her storyline for this season. And she told viewers she and Thiemo decided to reconcile during a family Christmas getaway to Mexico with their 9-year-old daughter, Arabella, after she found out on the trip they were officially divorced. So it seems her timeline jives with the dates on the legal filings. I know they really are trying to take down Stacy, and apparently they're not gonna be able to do it. I mean, what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. All right, guys. Last but not least, in total, this piece of news have me gagging, girl. Remember that I told you Teresa Giudice has officially reached out to Joe Gorga because she wants to bury the hatchet. She wants them to be a normal, or at least a family again. Well, Joe Gorga has broken his silence about the reaching out, confirming that in fact Teresa reached out to him. Now he's saying what he needs in order to be a reconciliation. So, Joe, it says over here, Joe Gorga confirmed that Teresa reached out to him via text. He says, if I sit down with her and hear her out, it has to be very humble. It has to come from a humble place. Uh, it has to be real. It has to be. I made mistakes and then we can move forward. I like to hear her out and see what she has to say. The olive branch came out as a shock to Joe, and he said it took me a minute to process it. But I am not the type to say I am never wanna speak ever again. Trust me, she's done some horrific things to me, but it's okay. It's okay. We forgive. I'm gonna tell you something right there, Joe. Okay? This is not the moment to have pride or to have ego. Because guess what? You and your wife also have done a lot of bullshit to Teresa, you know, and even the kids. So if you decided to sit down with Teresa, it cannot be about you did this and you did this and you did this and this was what happened. No, you know, just like he says, there needs to be humbleness. Yes, there needs to be humbleness from both of them. I will not say that Teresa is perfect and that she's a victim in all of this. I believe that both of them were disgusting to each other, you know? And I will say that both of them need to take accountability, need to sit down and say, we were wrong, but do not dwell on the past. Because if you start bringing the past and if you start saying you did this and you did this and you did this, then there is no moving forward. At this point, it's all about sitting down, just saying, I was wrong. I made mistakes. Please forgive me. Let's move forward. You know, both of them. I think they need to say that. And I think then there is a path to resolution. There is a path to forgiveness. And I have said this for years now. I believe there is a lot of love between the two of them. Joe Gorga is not a bad person, you know, and Teresa Giudice is definitely not a bad person. And I believe that they love each other so much, and that's why it hurts so much. But they need to handle this, the two of them. Do not let anyone else get in the middle, you know. Your partners, they will have to understand. This goes for Melissa Gorga and Luis Reles, you know. They will just have to understand their family. Family come first, period. They don't need to be BFF. They don't need to be, you know, checking on the other one all the time, but they need to be okay. And then for the families, for, you know, the kids, for everyone else, just in order to be okay, little by little by little, and stop doing things to each other, you know. And I think that Melissa also needs to retract a little bit from Teresa, you know. You don't have to be friends with Teresa, but at the same time, you don't have to be against her. You don't have to be around people who wants to destroy Teresa, you know, or Luis. Same for Teresa, you know, just don't be around people who wants to destroy Joe Gorga or Melissa Gorga. Like, keep that part away from everything else. Even if you return to the show, both of them, just don't engage when it comes to shit from, you know, that is attacking the other one. Have loyalty to each other. So let's wait and see. Let's wait and see if there is a chance to reconciliation. So, anyways, that's it, guys. Let me know what you guys think on the comments below about every single one of these topics. I want to see all of your comments down below. Thank you for being here. If you want to support my channel, the only way to do it right now is in the link on the description below. As you know, this channel and my other channel are not monetized. I'm not getting any financial gain from any of these videos. So if you want to support me any way you can, the links are on the description below. And other amazing way to support me is just by liking this video, sharing this video, subscribing to my YouTube channel. Keep spreading the word. We are doing an amazing job, you know. watch this video, double watch, triple watch, send this on Instagram, on your Facebook groups, on your Reddit groups, everywhere else, so we can keep bringing people back. Okay? Love you guys, and I'll see you around. See ya. Bye.